Pugna definitely feels like one of those versatile heroes that could play in any lane. Not that he's going to play in any position, but he could be a part of any lane.
I mean, I think I've seen it every position before. I've even seen it pos 1 a couple of times, which was interesting, just because it was a really good game for it. So, but I think most of the time you expect it to be pos 2, sometimes 3 or 4, depending. But again, like, because I don't really know anything about these teams in terms of like what they pick and stuff, they might really love playing like 5 Pugna or something, and we have no idea. So, I think we just have to be a little bit open-minded still. And again, like, they banned Tide after it got picked second phase last time, right, by Linger.
Yeah, man, it's kind of, disappointing.
5 seconds remaining.
Because I'm so sure they wouldn't have banned Tide, like here, unless they'd seen it last game.
It doesn't
what
make
do they
sense
want
just to ban it.
Yeah, exactly. What do they want as their hero against the TB? Because they picked Morph before, but like I don't know how. Like what else? I mean, like AM's still in the pool if they really want it, but it's a poor matchup against TB. They get Mars, okay. Mars Pugna sounds like a fun lane if they do it 3-4.
I think they just go Pugna mid, go 4 Skywrath Mage.
But the 4 Pugna's really good at harassing the TB in lane as well and like stopping him from farming because of the decrypt. So it could be either still. I'm more thinking about like what position 1 hero do they want? Because like things like Spectre were really popular in EU, but I don't know how much they like that in this China region.
The top teams were playing it because we saw Ame on it a couple times, and we saw some other players on it as well. I think God King was playing it.
Yeah, because we could see something like Void as well, or like Slark is okay against TB. Zeus was another one that a lot of the other Chinese teams really like playing against TB. Queen of Pain still in the pool if they want to put the Pugna as the 4. For Linger though, they're probably going to pick their pos 5 here. I mean, Undying's in the pool if they want to go for that. I think it's an okay Undying game. Like they might pick up like Oracle as the pseudo saver for the TB as well. Oh, they could for the Pango. Interesting.
Ooh.
They do get Spectre. Okay. I think they know that the Pango Rubik can't really pressure the lane massively hard because there's this Treant Protector going to be protecting the Spectre in lane, right? So they're like, okay, we can get away with a little bit more of a greedy carry here. It matches up okay against TB. Like, you can get the Radiance build if you really want to go for it. Like, it allows you to get onto the back line in case they potentially pick a saving hero here like the Oracle. I just think Spectre's a really good hero at the moment. Like, especially because Drums is so good as well.
Is it worth going like Meteor Hammer here for Spectre?
No, it'll be Drums or Midas with the big 2. Yeah, they do go Undying. Nice. I really like this. I thought they would pick it before when they picked the Pango, but I think the Undying makes the Mars's game a lot harder, especially in the laning stage. And the Soul Rip's really good effective HP healing for the TB. Because he has high armor, but obviously the heal from the Undying is like raw HP heal. So both... is it going to be... you have to assume it's going to be Pugna mid? But like, I actually think it's more likely to be a 4 with the Mars. Just because it's up against the TB lane. So I'm going to assume both teams still need their mid hero. Obviously, Pugna could go mid, Pango could go mid. But... yeah. I'd actually quite like Zeus for Asta, Aries though as well.
I still...
or like Lena.
I still think that Skywrath is coming.
The Skywrath? I very much doubt it.
Spear... into the Mystic Flare. Easy
what about like
pie.
Ember for Astraeus? Because they have no lockdown on Linger apart from like Lift. So like some mobile hero like Queen of Pain or Ember might be really difficult for them to deal with. But for Linger...
10 seconds remaining.
they need magic damage as well, really. Like, they
5
need... Like,
seconds
Kunkka's still in the pool if they want to go for that. I don't know how much I like it, though. I think Pugna does really well against Kunkka in lane. So, if they picked Kunkka here on Linger, then I think the Pugna would just go mid.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, hard
I
to
still
know
wa-
if a team has an Invoker player when we don't get to see them or know of them, really.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming because they've picked Invoker, they probably have an Invoker player B-Cup. That's,
Well, I'm just
that's safe
saying,
for
like,
something.
making that guess that Invoker's coming out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
I think you put the Pugna mid, honestly. And I think you pick a different 4. I think it depends, though, like... If they think they see a mid hero that they really like... I actually don't mind Kunkka for them, either. Trying to think of other heroes that do really well against Invoker in lane, like TA's banned. Yeah, so they put the Pugna mid and then put the Willow as the 4. Okay, I like this more. Like, you have Willow Mars now as well. It's really difficult for the Undying to bully out the Willow in the lane because she's probably going to go boots first. Alright, I don't mind this. I think Linger's lineup's a little bit greedy. Like, they're going to have to play cross-sex Invoker, but they also lack lockdown. They're quite reliant on this Pango having a decent start, I think, to be able to take team fights. Whereas, like, if you look at Aries' lineup, they have, like, a lot of R pressing to be done. They've got, like, Overgrowth, they've got Arena, they've got Haunt, they've got Terrorize. So, like, in these big 5-on-5 engagements, I think Aries definitely have the, heads up. I think Linger's laning stage is pretty good. They have to make sure they don't fall too far behind on Linger, because if they do, I think they might struggle.
What kind of build are we seeing from this Pangolier? Are we seeing like an early blink, you think?
I think he's likely to go pipe at some point this game to try and protect his TB against the Pugna at least a little bit. But I've seen some different Pango builds recently. Like, some people will go drums. So, like, Greaves is okay as well, because the Dispel is really good against the Willow and the Pugna. And the Treant Protector as well, I think, is the big one. Because, the biggest problem he has at the moment is that when he does the Rolling Thunder, obviously the tree with the Overgrowth pierces the BKB effect. Which, like, is really annoying to deal with. So he might just rush the Greaves relatively early on. But then my problem with that is that you kind of want stats on Pango as well. So maybe, like, double Bracer Greaves, or, like, anything like that might be possible.
Interesting trialing coming down bot for Aries. Of course, not that I expect it to stay that way, but coming down here for now. Also, when we were casting China, we saw a lot of Treant. Like, does this lineup beat the Treant heal that we've seen? Like, they need to keep the pressure on.
I think they can push buildings, like, if they play around meta relatively well on this Radiant side.
But without it, do they do anything to towers?
Yeah, like, it's really difficult to play into Living Armor unless they fully commit with the meta. And even then, like, they don't push buildings that well. But if it gets to, like, mid-game, like, Invoker gets a couple of points in Exort for, like, Alacrity and stuff, they do a decent amount of damage on the TB. It's really annoying this Invoker keeps spamming Quas as well. It's,
The battle begins.
Or was it Invoke, maybe? I don't know.
I'm really freaking out.
Dude, I'm freaking out as well. I get it. Don't worry. Did Willow start boots? No, she didn't. Oh, I don't like that. I think you have to play this with boots in this lane. Otherwise, this is what's going to happen. Though, Undying has an Orb of Venom, and he's just going to start hitting you. Like, especially as the Willow, I don't know how she deals with that. She has 290 movement speed. The Undying has 300.
Yeah, so how do you even get away?
I actually think Willow might be in trouble here.
Yeah,
I think Rico's dead.
Happened, but especially with that spear missing. Rico seems very dead,
just-
and it's actually the Undying who gets the kill.
This item build is awful. Like, I hate to say it, and I rarely ever like harshly criticize players, but like this lane's over now. I think because of the item builds, this Undying is just gonna like completely let the TB free farm.
Well, you know, you should know that, right? Like coming into this matchup.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, the other thing is like the Willow's like was the reason she didn't die. She died isn't because she didn't have boots, but because she put herself in an awful position in the first place that allowed her because she had no boots to die.
Mm-hmm. I mean, working with this Bramble Maze, how much are you really gonna accomplish just throwing it down?
So how are the other lanes going anyway? I'm gonna leave this this bot lane. Invoker's 7 and 2 to Pugna 7 8. So mid lane's a little bit ahead for Invoker.
Radiant's bottom
Top
tower
lane pretty
is under
even as
attack.
well.
TB losing his courier. So at least getting that. But it's got to be better. I think Dark Will is going to be a long time till those boots come.
Yeah, and like look, this team is just free farming under tower. Like yes, they've managed to pull the wave and stuff and whatever, but you're not stopping the TB from farming.
Spectre out of mana up towards top. I mean, at least for right now, Linger, they look good.
Yeah, it's looking really good for them. I don't think they should be worried. Like this Master's 5 CS. It's amazing for them. Like,
Radiant's courier has been
oh, that's a really nice pick off by Rico though, on the courier.
Yeah,
Did he manage to get his
courier's
items? Oh, he got his items off it though.
So yeah, I guess, you know, things kind of at least going well for Linger. Mid's CS-wise okay, but a couple of levels. Phoenix starting to put a lot of damage in with the Nether Blast. You need to be careful if you're this mid invoker.
He's doing fine though. Like, the big thing is that the living armor is the thing that makes the difference in the laning stage here. I was wondering whether he'd take living armor or leech seed at level 2 just because of how good leech seed is now. Rubik doing a good job of just stopping the pull up here in the top lane.
Well, do we see much tree in the EU-CIS event we did the last few weeks?
Yeah, like I think not a huge amount because people were preferring like Undying and Bane and stuff, but I think this hero's still like okay. Tree's desperately trying to get a pull off here, but B on this Rubik is doing a really good job just stopping it. I don't know what the Tree's trying to achieve here. I guess he's making the Spectre able to 1v1 the Pango, but he's not going to get this pull off. Okay, oh no. How has he managed that? Where did B go? I have no idea.
Allows him to get the pull off.
Like B was doing a really good job, and then he just disappeared all of a sudden.
And, you know, what is this doing? This, like, stagnancy so far for either side. Like, it looks like Linger taking advantage of how quiet the lanes are, but I don't expect lanes to be exactly, you know, too up there in terms of aggression for Aster Aries. I expect it more for Linger, to be quite honest.
The Mars went bottle, by the way. And the Dark Widow went and refilled the bottle for the Mars with the bounty rune, which is nice. Something we've been seeing more and more recently, using this bottle on the offlaners and picking up bounty runes. Darks here and Mars are the two that I think are the big ones for me that do this.
Yeah, we just haven't seen much Mars. Wasn't really picked up too often in the EU-CIS. Tornado EMP on a Phoenix. That'll take away a lot of his mana.
Yeah, I mean, the problem for the Invoker is this Nether Ward's really horrible to lane into. Like, you lose a lot of your mana really quickly when you start casting spells.
Early drums for the TB.
Drums TB, man. Drums is back. Get hyped.
Yeah, it may not have been there in game 1, but game 2. And this first game here, it's back.
If you're playing Dota, guys, you're not building drums, you're probably doing it wrong.
Or at least someone on your team's building drums.
Really well played by the Radiant supports, though. They actually went to secure the 4-minute rune, which is so important for the Evoker. He casts 2 spells, by the way, and loses like 200 HP. So you've got to be a little bit careful here on 3.
Yeah, that's one of the things that gets me.
Drums, spot lane.
I don't know many people's names. Spectre's also getting a little bit low.
Bot lane as
Living
well.
Armor, Swashbuckle, just staying alive. Bottom, though, TB doesn't have Sunder, so just going to die to this Spear. Undying might just be next. No Spear for 8 seconds. No God's Rebuke for 3. Bramble Maze is down, doesn't catch the Undying. If they can land the Spear, he's dead, and he's going by these trees, but...
Ooh.
Gotta land them.
Happens. That's really bad, though, for the TB, because he popped meta to try and get that kill. So when he comes back to lane again, he's not going to have the meta to be able to help him try and sustain in the lane. And now Mars is level 6 as well. Like this lane's actually turned out really well for Aries, considering how it started. They didn't respect the Shadow Realm enough. Oh, and Pugna's walking bot, so if this TB gets caught again and dies, like, his game's going to be really difficult. It looks like they're going to try and pressure the tier 1, maybe take this stack.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Easy stack to take, too.
I always forget how much damage this Pugna Blast does. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, Nether Blast is disgusting.
Spare me the tears.
That's for sure. I will say, though, you know, things really balanced out for Aries, at least for the Pugna. Killing that TB and forcing him into the jungle is all well and good, but you need to stay on him. Tornado EMP once again with the Cold Snap. Jeez, that was really quick for the Invoker.
Yeah, he's going Vestal and Invoker as well, which is really nice. Not just because he's playing Cost X, but also like he's playing against Pugna as well, so makes the Pugna's game really difficult. And like this is what we're talking about though. They get the chip damage on this mid tier 1, right? But Living Armor is going to start to come through at some point. So all this chip damage is going to become like pointless almost.
Yeah, gets easier and easier each level. Treant taking some solo experience over mid, while Pugna makes the rotation bottom. But they're not going to find the TV, I don't think. He was in the jungle before, but he's made a rotation back towards bottom. It's not the most, you know, safe spot to stay in.
It's not about trying to kill the TB, it's about trying to take the tower. I say that though. They are going to run it anyway.
That Cursed Crown comes in, there's the Bramble Maze, but... Well, they've got another blast out on the Undying with the life drain, and the damage doesn't really look that great for Aries. Metamorphosis popped by the TV, goes into the Shadow Realm, spear thrown across. Bramble Maze hits, has Sunder available, get the kill into the Mars, look over at the Pugna, he goes down as well. Heroes low on the side of Linger, but that was a sloppy fight coming in from Aries.
Oh, that was so awkward. They're like, if the Pugna's not next to the TB, they're not going to kill the TB. Like, so the Willow tried to go in and she's like, yes, let's get him. And then Willow realizes she's level 4. EMP mid, she loses all her mana. She's going to have to walk all the way back to base now, I imagine.
Oh, did you want to do that?
Are scanning.
Unless you're just going to stay here for experience, but...
And they're going to get 4 bounty runes on
and
the Linger side
damage
as well. Jesus.
Double damage.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh. I missed that one completely.
I saw it. B goes down to Phoenix.
Nice, nice. At least, as long as you see it, it doesn't matter if I miss it.
Just a quick one. Quick pop and a blast.
No pressure being an analyst with stream production, you know.
2K lead, though, for Linger. Switch to the net worth. We're after 10 minutes, so I'm a little bit late on that.
Yeah, this Pugna has spent a lot of time rotating without really getting a huge amount done, which is a big problem. So, like, this Aries Phoenix guy's game has been a little rough so far. Because the TB and the Invoker at the moment are just free farming, right? Like, they're having a great time. Bot lane.
Ooh, Spectre in a lot of trouble. Rolling Thunder. Great terrorize. You know what? I take that back. Not really that great. Only hits on the Undying. Not going to save the life of the Spectre. And might actually even lose the Dark Will too, but not willing to chase and dive. Because Dark Will at about full health.
Do the Swashbuckle hits not hit through Shadow Realm? I'm pretty sure Willow took no damage.
Top Arena, Spear. At least they killed the TB.
This Pango's got double mango, so
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
he does have spells, but yeah, I mean, well played though by the Mars. I'm surprised he's managed to do that without Blink. That's quite impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, I guess because they used the Invoker TP down bot lane before, they couldn't react quick enough to save the TB. He needs to just keep farming this ancient area. They need to protect him with vision, so that's why you see Undying goes and puts this ward down near the Roche pit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
TB's just going to try and farm this jungle now. They need to get some stacks up for him, which they are. Just pop the meta, farm some ancients, has the Iron Talon. Because he'd like to be much further ahead than he is right now, but unfortunately these 2 deaths have set him back quite a little bit here.
Dire are scanning.
At least he's got meta to work with this time. Didn't die using that. Pugna sitting pretty far behind this Invoker. Invoker's having an amazing game in terms of net worth at the moment.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Phoenix really needs to find a way back. You know, this isn't like your Doom games where you're going to have a lot of gold. You've got that Devour or that Midas with you, or both.
They are chunking this top tower, though. Living Armor's not going to save this, unfortunately.
Under attack.
It stalls it, but like...
Eventually they'll take it out.
Radiant structures are fortified.
To be fair, only level 3 on the Living Armor. Still buys some time where they're staying stationary at this tower.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And there's a Vestal on the Invoker here as well, so they want to try and make something happen here, I think. It's their time to shine.
They got
They're actually just gonna-
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're just going to run back top, try and kill the tree, it looks like, with the Invoker. They need to be able to get here, though, before the wave dies. And this Nature's Grasp is starting to make it happen.
I just don't know if it's, you know, is this worth that rotation,
Yes.
this gank? Especially if you don't get a tower.
It's fine, because the tree's, like, pushing the wave in constantly, right? Like, you want to be using the Vestal to try and run up the Spectre bot at the moment. Yes, they do see him, but it's a little bit awkward to walk across the map like that.
Haunt used, Rubik dead. Have the arena down as well as the Rolling Thunder coming in.
Oh. They're just 100% out.
Haunt ends up just getting the Rubik, but at least getting involved.
This TB is kind of walking by himself here. This is what I mean about them walking across the map, because they don't know where the vision is
Ooh,
from the
and
Aries
Willow's
side.
here. This is not good. Especially Bedouin right
That's
there.
so-
Easy kill. TB dead. Walks right into that one.
It
It seems a bit odd to just kind of walk in like that.
But that's sort of like, because you were talking about whether the Invoker should go top. Like, the reason they go top is because they know they're not playing up there, so the tree's going to be by himself. If they run down towards the bot side of the map, they have no idea where the vision is on the Dire side. They do deward now, but, like, the TB can't just walk into the jungle like that when he's not with the rest of his team, especially when he knows the Spectre's farming bot. Like, Aries are going to be protecting that Spectre. If they see anybody moving down there, they'll help him out.
Yeah, certainly seem odd. You gotta think that there's a +1. Dark Will in some trouble. Into the Shadow Realm. Deafening Blast comes in, and one more shot from the Invoker to get the kill.
And this TB's gonna go mid, but like, I think he's just dead. Oh, Jesus, that just at the last proc of the Rolling Thunder stops the TB from dying there. Like, he just needs to go into the jungle, like this topside jungle and farm and play the top half of the map, as the Spectre was playing the bottom half of the map before. Like, they had this really good start to the game, and they're throwing it away from some really silly map movements across the team.
Into the Dagon for this Pugna.
It's really good. It's so good burst damage up against the TB.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Just feels like Linger, yeah, they played their advantage poorly. Because look at where the net worths are.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Like, they really did let Aries come back into the game. And obviously, at the end of the day, 2K is not that
Radiant's
much.
top tower has been
But
denied.
they were rolling. And I think a couple of bad movements just
Bot
led them
lane.
to where they're at now. They'll go for the Spectre. This would be a huge kill. Terrorize, though, it lands, doesn't hit this Pango. We've got the Undying here, too. Rolling Thunder finally connects again onto the Spectre. We'll have Swashbuckle in just a second, but Spectre TP's away.
This Willow is in, though.
Yeah, but if Rico dies and the Spectre doesn't, I think you're fine with that.
Yeah, it's really good. They're going to take this mid-tier 1, though, at the same time with this Pugna Blast. Invoker's TPing in, but getting really low.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They ping out the TB as well. That they know everybody went bot before, so they want to try and go on the TB now while they know he's probably alone.
Yeah, and they've caught him, but they're not going to commit. Undying comes
Nice
in,
Arena.
arena defensive.
No, that's fine. Arena's like it's not a massively long cooldown. It's only 75 seconds at level 2, so it's not a big deal. Like, this Mars has a lot of net worth because he's just been pushing lanes out constantly, so he gets the levels as well.
Even a Mars whose lane that wasn't that great.
Mid lane.
They're going to go for the Treant Protector, who's looking for the Overgrowth. He just can't get it. Now the Invoker, though, Life Drain comes in, gets the kill. Meteor Hammer for the Treant. Wow, he's got
Spear
a
the
lot of gold.
Pango.
Spear hit the Pango. Pango's out of the fight for a little bit, so Life Drain now onto the Undying. With the Son of the Cursed Crown, they'll get the kill. But Metamorphosis, Terror Blade coming in, looking to get the kill on the Spectre. Survives for a little bit
Puck's
longer.
in trouble.
Spectral Dagger, Telekinesis. Now the Shadow Realm Strike gets the kill onto the Rubik. They lose the Pugna, they'll lose the Mars. And now down goes Spectre. Looks like a full team wipe, most likely inevitable for Linger. But as I say that and finish that, of course, they don't chase.
Yeah, the fact that they kill the tree first is the biggest thing. Like, so there's no living armor coming out. There's no team fight with the Overgrowth. They're gonna Meteor Hammer here.
And they'll have Bedlam, right? So TB's just dead.
Okay.
Overgrowth, Meteor Hammer, Bedlam. Your supports output a lot of damage, especially when that Bedlam's a solo target.
And yeah, I was gonna say the fight looked really good though, but when they got the the turnaround, and they have all this raw magic damage coming out from the Pugna, but this Rolling Thunder around the mid lane is so good for Pangolier. Like, NJ has an amazing time just bouncing between the cliffs that are like everywhere around the river here. It's so difficult for them to fight into this on Aries. It's the only reason they lost the fight is because this Pugna is like going from 100 to 0 because of the Rolling Thunder from the Pango. Because if the Pugna is able to just constantly get his rounds of spells off, everybody dies one by one to this life drain. Pugna does such a deceptively high amount of damage at this point in the game. And he's going to get more points in Netherward now as well, so Invoker's game gets a little bit harder as time goes on. He does have to go BKB second item.
Telekinesis
A
on
Willow.
the Dark Willow, Fable, but the arena's there. Spear hits on the Undying. Terrorize, thinking about it, doesn't throw it now.
He ran out of mana.
They've got the Deafening Blast out onto the Dark Willow. They'll get the kill. Mars is in pretty deep. They've got Pugna nearby. They'll at least try to get the kill onto the Undying, but the blink into the Bramble Maze. Oh boy,
He's against the tree.
and the spear hits. So the meteor is down onto the Mars. Yules is used, staying alive a little bit longer, but eventually falling. And Pugna now needs to retreat. 2-0 in favor of Linger.
He has Blink.
Ooh, yeah, that blink's gonna be really good. Nether Blast comes in, Life Drain, not surviving. Tornado doesn't hit, but he's got the Spirit Vessel on him. Sunstrike doesn't land, ends up falling. Triple kill for the Invoker, who goes into the Ghost Loft. And they'll
They've
use
Dust,
Haunt.
yeah,
They've
they
got Dust. And they'll get that kill on the Pango. They look over at the Invoker. Triple kill for the Spectre. Jaunts even further forward for the Rubik. Ultra kill for this Spec.
Man, He might just decide he wants to go Radiance now as well, because he has like 3.3k gold instead of finishing the Manta first. I mean, this is crazy. Like, what a fight though for the Spectre. The fact he gets an ultra kill, like it's so much gold in his pocket.
What sort of
He gets 470 gold just from the Invoker. Gets 322 gold for killing the Pango.
Don't think too much into it, Mo.
Yeah. Nether Shawl for the Pugner as well. Seems good. Alright.
Just gets to
And
have
the
that.
thing though, like this TV was farming the jungle at the top of the whole time, right? So he needed that space because he was falling so far behind. Look, he has the Manta now, he's got drums, he's got Van Brace as well, so he's a little bit tankier. I actually think he has to go BKB though. Otherwise, like these fights are insanely difficult for him. Yeah, he queues it up straight away. I like that.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
Because like this Pugner just actually destroys him. Like there's Overgrowth to worry about. There's Willow as well. Like I know he has Manta for that Overgrowth and whatnot, but like the Willow's a bigger thing. Like with this Bedlam damage, with the Pugner raw magic damage as well.
BKB finish for the Invoker.
Oh, he has his BKB. Wow.
Well, he's only got Spirit Vessel BKB.
Yeah, but like the fact he has his BKB at this point in the game is really good.
Very dead.
I outlive another.
I don't know how you defend this. And Spectre bought out on the Manta. Ended up finishing it. Sunstrike doesn't land anywhere, but they will
Dire's middle
catch vision of the
tower has
Netherward.
fallen.
Do they head into Rocher? Meta's still got half duration. So I don't think they can take the tier 2. They're just going to back off and farm by the looks of it.
Yeah, probably would have needed to be the commitment when when you said something.
I'm
Otherwise, the
surprised
timing didn't work
Spectre.
out.
I'm surprised Spectre went for this Manta before going Radiance. But he already had the Yasha and the Manta recipe, so I guess it's okay. And the Manta's really good at getting rid of this Cold Snap and the Vessel from the Invoker. So it's not awful, but I thought just because of that one really good fight, he might just skip it and go for the Radiance.
Yeah, at least get that Sacred Relic.
I mean, he's still almost there, though.
And he's still farming at a pretty good rate. You know,
Yeah,
staying here with the TV.
I'd actually like to see him just skip the Radiance now, to be
Dire
honest.
are scanning.
And just go for, like, Diffuser or Skadi instead.
Well, he's got Scotty queued up. We'll see if he ends up skipping the Radiance.
Radiant are scanning.
Good scan by Linger. Catches Dire in their jungle. But
Arena.
not going to matter. They'll find the Undying. They've got this Blink Dagger on the Mars, so Blink into the arena. They just don't have the damage to clean him up.
So
quickly enough.
tanky,
They
though,
don't have
with
the
the
damage
hood.
to clean him up at all. Spectre uses Haunt just for the Undying kill. And literally that's it.
Is that worth it, though?
No.
I don't know how this Undying's managed to farm a hood. Quite. I mean, he's 3-3-10 actually. He's taken part in 13 of his team's 15 kills. That's probably the reason why. Like, they have so much magic damage on the Dire side, but they don't really have a huge amount of physical. So, like, this is why, I mean, like, the Invoker BKB is such a big deal, because they can't really kill him during the BKB duration. They don't have anything.
It seems like a what do you do kind of moment then. What's your answer? You know, how do you get past that?
Invoker? Yeah, just... Oh, I mean, whoa, that's an early BKB usage.
Yeah, that's
I guess he's worried about the Mars Arena and stuff coming through, but... That's a 10-seconder.
yeah. To use it that defensively is, I would say, probably never a good feeling. Yes, you do survive, but like, is it worth it? Is the value there? Now you're down to 9 seconds already before you really have a 5-on-5 engagement.
But they are just going to go Roche here. I don't know if they know this on the Dire side. They kind of want to wait until the Spectre has Radiance before they fight, so this Roche timing's really good for the Radiant. Like, the fact they can take this Roche fight before Spectre's ready feels amazing.
And not really a way into the pit anyway, for the Dire side. I mean, maybe they use Haunt, they get a Terrorize out there, combos pretty well, but...
Yeah, but where's the damage? Like, they
yeah.
have double BKB because there's a BKB on the Terrorblade now as well. So although his game was really difficult before, it now feels really good because of the BKB. Even if it's a little bit early,
Radiant's bottom tower
like, they
is
might
under
regret it
attack.
if the game goes late, but...
Roll right to the TP out. Well, WW just sitting bottom with the Mars, but Invoker's coming over. And now there's the Cold Snap EMP. Undying on his way as well with the Rubik. Overgrowth comes in, but a stolen spear will lock up the Mars Swashbuckle to get the kill. And now you've used Overgrowth for really nothing.
For all the good your scraps of armor did you.
Again,
Nice kill.
Not that it's the longest cooldown, but still it doesn't feel that great to lose it.
They have the Radiance now, though, which is nice. The only thing I will say, though, it's a free Radiance steal for the reflection on the TB. Like, yeah, you're going to have to use the Manta on the Spectre just to be able to get rid of the reflection. Like, I don't think you can use it any other time in the fight. Because otherwise they get, like, this free Radiance is going to be so good. It, like, gets an insane amount of value.
It's one of the things you always have to worry about going up against the TB. How good can you make yourself? Rico getting chased down by the Invoker. Yules, Tornado, into the Shadow Realm, surviving for now, but it won't give too much chase.
Orbit Destruction is nice for the
Dire's
Spectre,
middle
though.
tower is under attack.
Oh, and they get one for the TB, though.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, and this is what we're saying. We're talking about the living armor. It's really good early on, but then the Alacrity TB comes through, and you're like, oh, okay, never mind. We didn't want our towers anyway.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. You know,
Dire's middle
the
tower is
heal
under
for the towers from the tree is going to be
Dire's
worth it.
middle tower has fallen.
It seems, you know, really much on their heels here for Aster Aries at this point. Even though they're only down
Dire's
4,000
bottom
net
tower
worth.
is under attack.
I think that Radiance is really going to hurt them more than it's going to help them.
I mean, it's going to help them. Like, it allows them to kill the backlines of the Undying and the Rubik as well, which is nice. And, like, obviously the Radiance is really nice against the TB illusions and stuff as well. But I don't really know why he feels like he needs to build it, because they have a Pugner on the team, which can deal with that. Like, he's going Dagon, and he has the Life Drain, which instantly
Dire's
kills them
bottom
as well.
tower is under attack.
So the Radiance just feels pretty silly, because, like you say, you can also give it to the TB.
Dire's
like,
bottom tower has fallen.
There's some games where Radiance feels really good, and this just isn't the one. Like, I guess you could cancel the Pango Blink with it,
Scanning.
but like, if you pop Horn, you do that anyway.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They've got Dust. Overgrowth comes in. Undying in trouble. Arena down. BKB's been popped by the Invoker. The damage on LWW is enough to get the kill there out onto this nature, onto the Tree Protector. And also take out the Rubik. Buyback from both the Rubik as well as the Undying. Look over the Mars. Sunder. A couple of right clicks and down he goes.
Yeah. They had the vision on the high ground, on the side on the Radiant, which I don't think they realized on the die. They start picking it out now. So the fact they take that fight there is an absolute disaster for them, because the tree's trying to be like really sneaky by coming up from below, but they see him the whole time because there's a sentry down in conjunction with it. And now they have no arena, they have no overgrowth, they have no horn, and there's a TB with meta up. They're just going to start poking at your tier 3.
And by poking, chunking is really it.
Yeah, like there's not even any living armor available yet, and TB still has Aegis as well. They catch the Pugner.
Yeah, Telekinesis. Terrorize comes in. You don't have any damage. TB's just going to continue moving forward. Doesn't have Sunder, but again, it has the Aegis. They get the kill there onto the Rubik, but there's the Sunder. Luckily, Metamorphosis ran out. Sunstrike.
Well.
But,
Oh my god.
The Spectre illusion almost enough.
Like, that Spectre from the reflection on the TB almost killed him.
Yeah.
Getting a little bit aggressive there. They blow up the Pugner, which is nice, but I think they just needed to hit the tower, honestly.
Precious bounty.
Curse Crown. Blink Spear.
Oh,
Now they got the Bedlam, and that'll be the Aegis.
they have no other
Should've tried
damage
to help
there, right?
hold the Meteor Hammer. Spectral
he
Dagger,
has
Curse
Manta.
Crown, Manta, Arena's down, BKB's been popped, now on the run. We'll just TP away. Damage is pretty
Okay.
heavy. Have overgrowth. Sunder used. TV's still in trouble. Can he wade through the bramble maze? It looks like he can, but gets hit on the last one. Now he'll fall. You look over at the Invoker. He's also on the run. Goes into the Ghost Walk just to get some space.
That fight looked so good for them before, but then all of a sudden, like, they try to dive that Pugner. They get, like, was it like 4-man terrorized, I think, by Rico, which is really well played. And then Spectre gets this long, drawn-out fight because the TB starts to have to run away by himself, which is the kind of fights that Spectre loves with this Radiance. The ones that take ages and ages.
Dire's top tower is under
They've got to respect this Willow more, though. Like, you can't just keep grouping up and getting 5-man terrorized. It's the only way you lose the fight, I think, at the moment on the Radiant. And they have to be so much more careful about playing around their BKB usages.
They're very willing to let those BKB usages fly.
Spectre always has the Skadi as well to be able to match it up against the Terrorblades one, which is nice.
TP out from the Spectre over bottom.
He's just split pushing with his illusions. He's fine.
Pugna right now only has Dagon too.
He went back for the blink though first. Like he had BKB queued up before, which I think was okay, but at the same time, like I think he has to be like on damage duty effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to play risky on this Pugna with your item build
Dire's top tower
to win this
is
game.
under attack.
Mars might have found the Undying. Blink forward. Arena's down. Spear comes in. They use the Haunt. Got more than enough damage to get the kill there onto the Undying. They were thinking about using the Rolling Thunder. Jaunts forward towards this Pango. Bramble Maze onto the TB. Curse Crown
BKB.
with the Yules. And ooh, Manta just in time.
And he can't Sunder because the Mars has BKB as well. This is really bad for the TV.
Overgrowth, Meteor Hammer, Sunders his own Invoker. Meteor Hammer comes in, Rolling Thunder comes out from the Pangolier, but they've got the damage onto the TB. Bramble Maze down
can't kill him quickly
again.
enough, though.
They've hexed up the Mars, but they're going to lose the TB. So there's the Spear Invoker in trouble, and the Nether Blast onto an Invis Invoker will get the kill. And they've got Bedouin right on the Rubik to get themselves another.
Yeah, okay. But this is what we were saying though, right? Like these big 5-on-5 engagements are so difficult for the Radiant to take because they have no AoE. Like it's like the Tombstone is it basically, and then they have like the Invoker spells. So when this Overgrowth comes out, like they have Terrorize, they have Arena, there's Haunt as well. Like as farmed as this TB is and as difficult as he is to kill, if he's just being kited the whole duration. And like he wasted his BKB because he tried to get the Sunder off, but Mars popped his own BKB, and they're gonna catch the Undying again.
Got the Arena. They'll get themselves the kill onto the Undying.
It feels like this game's been so sloppy both ways at times, right? Like these teams have made a few mistakes that surprise me, but at the same time, like Aries just playing around their team fight really well that they have.
Radiant's middle barracks
They didn't even
are
have any vision for most of that fight.
middle barracks has fallen.
He goes back for the Aeon Disc on Pugna, okay, before finishing the Dagon. I don't mind that. And now all of a sudden the Spectre's level 24 with Mindbreaker. With Skadi, with Radiance, with Manta. Has an extra 2,000 gold as well. I love that he's going BKB instead of the Abyssal. I think when you play against TB as a matchup, it's really important you don't allow him to ever Sunder you. So you save your BKB for when you know TB's going to want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Invoker can't kill you by himself, right? They see the Invoker with the Sentry.
Overgrowth used. Forces the BKB.
Okay. I mean, it's like so low committal, right? They just get a free Invoker BKB for nothing. It's down to 5 seconds now. Spectre has Haunt. If he needs to get into the fight, he can just work towards this level 25 talent in the meantime.
Smoke gets broken. Look at this positioning. BKB, Haunt comes in, and they'll take out B immediately. They get the Rubik down. They look over the Undying. Meteor Hammer slams in. BKB's been popped by the Terra Blade, doing a lot of damage on the Spectre, but there's the Terrorize, pushes him away. Keep the Spectre alive. Life Drain. Manta gets away, but only for right now. They're going to look over at the Pangolier. Swashbuckles away. They've got themselves the Yules as well as the Nature's Grass. Here comes this Spear. Life Drain gets the kill onto the TB. They look for the Pangolier.
Yeah,
Full team wipe for Aster Aries.
That was like, okay. So when you're playing against Mars
And
as
GG?
TV, yeah, when you're playing against Mars as TV and there's arena down, even if you pop BKB on the Terrorblade, your attacks hit the arena wall. They don't go through. Like, you can walk through yourself, but your attacks don't. And so for some of, like, not half his BKB duration, but some of his BKB duration there, is wasted by him standing in the arena just hitting the wall while he's, like, BKB's on.